Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit more about manners and being polite and all that. I just did a little video, I think it's a little, I'm not sure, about it. About, like, when you have company coming over. Now, here's another one. And I have, it's about when you're offered food that you would not eat. Okay? I'm not trying to be Miss Manners, trust me. My manners are not perfect, anywhere near. So, but this is one that's come up for me because I have been around since I was 18. I'm 54, even though sometimes my voice is sped up somehow on the cell phone or whatever. I sound younger. When I hear it, I'm like, why do I sound so young? But I'm 54, so since I was 18, I have been around people from various countries. I've eaten at restaurants with food that's from various countries. And I do like to try some things new. As I've gotten older, not so much, because I do have to worry about, I'm type 2 diabetic, and I have hypertension. I don't know how much sodium they'll put in something, how much carbs. Sometimes you can't even tell. So, I'm a little pickier now. But over my lifetime, I've eaten a lot of food from a lot of places, a lot of different ways. People, even just in, people from where I am, from Texas, the way they cook it or whatever. So, I'm used to variety. Okay, now there are some things that I would never eat no matter what. Okay, there's just some things that, we all have it. I'm not making any excuse. It's just how we, matter of fact, we all do. And I certainly do. And what do you do when it's offered to you and you don't want to eat it? Okay, there's a variety of ways to handle that. One size does not fit all. But this has come up recently, okay, like I said. And the thing about it is, say, if you have at least one person there who it might be several people, but one who wants to push you and say, no, you need to at least try it. You need to at least try it. And you say, no, thank you, But I've always seen at least one, who's going to continue to push because they know, there's some people who are just twisted, plain and simple. They know they're making you uncomfortable, and they just love to make anybody they can uncomfortable. We all know that these kind of people exist. To me, that's similar to when, like, you have someone who's a vegetarian and someone who's not. And if the vegetarian were to tell the person who's not that you shouldn't eat meat, that's wrong. If the person who does eat meat tells the vegetarian to eat something that has meat, they're wrong. Okay? Who died and left anybody either person boss, Seriously. But a lot of people, they just step over bounds, They just do. They're going to be pushy, and they think, you're going to listen to me or just make sure you feel uncomfortable, like I said. So, okay, but anyway, it's to me it's something, of how you were raised or how you learned when you were younger. It could have been something from your school was taught to you. But I'm saying young or when you were raised because it becomes a part of you, of who you are and how you behave overall, and that you don't really even think about it. Not too often unless you have reason to when you're older. But to me, whenever it's a situation like that, I just say no thank you. I don't get crazy with it. Just say no thank you. Pushy person, you just walk away. Seriously, you don't owe anybody anything, unless of course you do. But what I'm saying, overall, no, you don't owe them, an excuse, a reason. If it's, of course, like, it depends, really. It really depends on the situation. You might tell, talk to the person who cooked the meal and later on and tell them, how you... But most of the time, people will serve more than one thing, especially if it's something that's a little bit like exotic. Okay, but overall, usually people take into consideration to cook something that they know everybody would want. It might be more than one thing. Like if a salad or something that the other person can turn to. If they don't want to eat the main course, the main course, I guess you call it. said main course in years. Yeah. You know, they have something they can turn to that therefore they wouldn't be so embarrassed, you know, that they wouldn't, you know, couldn't basically stomach what was the main course, you know. So yeah, I have a reason for this one too. But I just want to put these videos out there so the other ones won't be so long, and it's not complete. None of these so far are complete. So anyway, that's enough for this video for now. If you want to subscribe, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click on the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, share if you would, and I'll talk to y'all in another video. Bye.